And that's, by the way, something I've noticed a lot is that the people that succeed on YouTube or something else, they wanted it and they had it written down somewhere, or they knew it was intentional. I didn't see anyone that just randomly YouTube video successful, right? Even for me, like I think now I'm 21, will be 22 soon. Like I was 15, 16, I was posting some random faceless YouTube videos, like just for fun. And like, because you kind of have that vision. How important do you think it is, and like, why do you think it works? The people that have that intention and write it down, why it works like that?
I've got to share a story, man, because you've
Sure.
asked that at the right time. So a few days ago, I was going back over an old Alchemy of Self that I made about 2.5 years ago, maybe 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote down at the end of that document, like my dream life plan, right? Like step by step. And it was like, grow the trading business up to this much money and then sell it and then start my, like, I call it my passion business because what I do now is the thing I love the most. So start my passion business, grow it to, this was a small number, but I wrote, grow it to 50K a month profit,
Mm-hmm.
and then go to Bali for at least a month on holiday and just enjoy your life and do some coaching and like chill.
Yeah.
And I read it. I swear to God, man, I read it and I was
In
like,
Bali.
oh my God, this is exactly my life right now. And 3 years ago, this is exactly where I wanted my life to be. And I wrote it down. I've got the document. I've got it written down, man, with a timestamp and everything. And I was like, I just can't believe it. Like almost everything, every step, you know, came true. And I'm here inside my dream reality these, 2.5, 3, whatever years later. And it just made me realize, like, when you are very, very, very clear what you want, really exactly what you want, where you want to be, where you want to live, how much money you want to make with what kind of business. I think the way it works is because you're so clear in your subconscious, it starts making you take the actions that get you there over time. It's kind of like planting a chip in your head, and then you forget you've got it in your head, but really it's still there working and ticking along, and then
Yeah.
sometimes you can even forget it, but it's still there and it's like pushing you towards your dream. Well, that's at least my belief. And so many of my goals and dreams have come true now just by doing that, by thinking exactly what I want, then having a plan to get there and just get on with it and just do it.
Yes, that's so true. I remember a few years ago, um, like I'm from Armenia, and here the average salary is about $500 a month. And I was like, it was 2 years ago, and I was thinking, what if I can make $500 a day? Like, and back then I had a faceless YouTube channels. That's what I was doing, and I imagined in my mind like a chart when you see, that YouTube revenue just from the ads, like that. I kind of look at it, and it's $500 a day. I was thinking about it, and like just several months after that, it happened. It was years ago, and like every day it was that 500 number, right? Sometimes 1,000, 2,000, and sometimes we take it for granted, right? I'm not sure I really appreciated it as much. It's just like you move on, you set to the next goal. But like if we stop for a moment and see, oh my God, like that person that wrote that Alchemy of Self, like he was so far from that. Like he didn't have a channel, he wasn't doing this, he wasn't like, and it works. And I think sometimes it's nice to reflect back and see, oh, I've made progress, this works, right? Gratitude, I think, is important.
Yeah, I was literally thinking about this the other day because when we had the day that I posted about on Instagram, it was like just below $31,000 cashed in a day. And I was talking to my girlfriend and she was saying like, do you understand how much money that is? And I was like, no, I don't. I don't feel it anymore. Like when we have, even the day that we had the $124,000 day, it didn't really, I wasn't particularly excited. I wasn't particularly like, I didn't
Yeah,
celebrate or anything. I was just
yeah.
like, right, great. And now how many calls do we have tomorrow? And I think because you kind of, you slowly acclimatize to the money, like first you want to make 10K a month. Well, when you've made 10K, it's like, oh, wow, great. That's really cool. Now I want 50 though. then you get 50, then you want 100,
Yeah.
when you get 100, you
Yep.
want 250, and it really does never end. You know, when I sold my company last year, I bought an apartment in Dubai, $1.4 million cash,
Yeah.
and it was on my vision board as my dream apartment. And then about 4 months later, I was shopping for $6 million villas. You know, and I was like, that's not my dream anymore. Now I want this massive fucking villa. And I know that
Yeah.
when I get that, because unless I die, with time and work, you know, I will
Yes.
get it, no problem.
Right. Yep.
And then when I get that, I'll just want something else. I'll want a mansion in England. I'll want a holiday home in Bali, which I kind of already want as well. So it's just never ending, you know?
Yeah. That's so fun, man, and that's true, But this is something I thought about. I'm curious to know your thoughts. Do you think you can have both? Like, is maybe yes, and like it's just a lie I tell to myself, and or maybe we all do. Is that like without that future looking mindset and attitude, you wouldn't be here. Like if you were the person that just gets something and celebrates it for a year, then like you would get to 10K a month and you would stop. But just the fact that you're that person that got here and then the next thing, you got here. Do you think there's some truth there, or you still can and should try to grow and also appreciate it? Like kind of, what's the balance? What are your thoughts on this?
So let's say like when I sold my company last year, all the money that I had in the bank, all the real estate that I've bought over the years with cash, anybody that would have stopped is not the kind of person that would have achieved that in the first place, right? Because the attitude that you have to get that level of success is one of building and growing and enjoying it and learning and having fun, you know. So to get to massive levels of income and a big business and a big exit and stuff, you aren't the kind of person that wants to stop, because people that want to stop would stop at 10, 15, 20, 25K a month. And they would, and there's a lot of people like that, you know, that especially, I mean, a lot of those people live in places like Bali and Thailand.
Yeah.
They just make 20, 25K a month and enjoy the life. And I actually sometimes envy that. I'm like, wow, you know, my life would be so much simpler and easier if I could be satisfied with that. But my satisfaction level right now is about $150,000 a month net profit. That's my satisfaction level. Below that, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Above that, I am more happy. Way above that, I'm extremely happy, right? So my baseline is about 150,000 a month profit.
Yeah.
And I track all my cash every 7 days. I write down the number of all the cash that I've got, you know, in different places. And if it doesn't go up by more than that in a month, I'm like, right, what's wrong? What's the problem? Where's the bottleneck? What are we not doing? And if it goes up above that, I'm like, right, we're going to Bali for a month. You know, we're going to chill and have fun and stuff. So, and everybody's got their baseline. And as you grow, your baseline grows as well. You know, when you know you can make 150, you're like, I wonder if I can make 200. Oh, when you get there, you're like, all right, well, let's do 250. You get to 250, you're like, I wonder if we could do 350, you know. And then you get comfortable and you never want to go down and you always want to go up, you know, because as humans, we are hardwired to always want more and to build and grow and be better, or most of us are, especially entrepreneurs.
Now, a lot of these trainings are available for free with all of the templates, AI tools, private feedback for you to be able to implement in your business. And guess what? It's absolutely free. So if you're interested, the link will be down below in the description and you can apply to join there.